is said, and of course it's official, the Ferrari's fastest driver, as we are here for the red hot lap of round 4 of the 2025 Formula 1 calendar, which of course takes place on the track which traditionally hosts the opening round of the championship, which of course is the Sakhir International Circuit in Bahrain, as you can see on that great calendar, which is beautifully, perfectly positioned behind this red Retina Scuderia red Ferrari iMac, which on which we will then show you that red hot lap that we did. You probably have already seen it before. I'm sure you guys will probably remember what exactly happened, because this time, for the second time this season, just like for the opening round in Melbourne in Australia, it will be the fastest lap in the Q3. So so far it's 50%, right? 2 out of 2. We will see. Again, the red hot lap doesn't always happen at the end of the Q3, right? The China and Japan, for example, the 2 races in the Far East Asia are definitely the testament to it. But yeah, you've seen the hot lap, and the hot lap, I've almost beaten the red hot lap. Actually, I would be only able to do that one lap in qualifying that was faster than the hot lap, which made it the red hot lap with this SF1000 T818 Formula 1 Trustmaster Racing Simulator. So here it will be my pleasure to show it to you, obviously in the 2025 fashion, even though of course we are racing the F124. Eagerly we are awaiting the F125, obviously that iconic edition with Lewis Hamilton, the new Ferrari driver. We are very excited about it because the game has never looked better. But yeah, over here you will see, once I said on that Q3 time, how much I was able to improve. It's really, it's all about that final turn pretty much, because for example, in the hot lap, I was able to do really well as well, but left some time on the table in that final turn, which was not quite the case over here with the red hot lap, and that's why I dipped into almost below 90 seconds, even though that I only managed obviously in the fastest laps, that series, which I obviously already premiered and published in June, so you can definitely check it out. Here we are going to see how I set that fastest lap of 1 minute 30, I believe, 0.301 over here at the end of the Q3. So you will be given the front seat from the cockpit, so you can see all of the steering inputs, for example, how I went on the power, what battery and what setup I was using. The setup is definitely in the description below, so definitely check it out. Again, it's optimized for the weekend because we have a tire wear like we didn't have in the fastest lap. And now, without further ado, I'm sure you guys wanna go racing, right? Of course you are. So over here, that was the introduction to our red hot lap over here, before we then obviously move on to qualifying and of course winning the race in style. So this is how I claimed the pole position with the red hot lap at round 4 over here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.